Hey, what is going on, Royal family? It's your boy King MUGZY, the shiniest bald head on YouTube, back again with another sexy video, and we're going to talk about the top ARs to get leveled up right now before Warzone Pacific. If you haven't checked out my top SMG video, it will pop up at the end of the video. You can click on it and you can check that out. But right now we're going to talk about the ARs that are going to dominate, or you should level up before they all become OP or the meta in Warzone Pacific. So I'm going to show you guys my top three, and I'll give you a wild card for an AR that might dominate as well for Warzone Pacific. So let's go right into it, guys. And if any of this helps you out at all, make sure you drop a like. And if you love the content, make sure you subscribe. All right, let's go and check out these guns. All right, Royal family. So I've been grinding these guns out and maxing them all out and really testing out the best attachments. Now remember, we can't really say the specific TTKs of the guns yet until we go into Warzone Pacific and get those stats, but we could go based off of how they feel in Vanguard, because that's how it was in Modern Warfare. You could tell which ARs or which SMGs were pretty decent that you could test out right away into Warzone when Warzone first came out. So we're gonna keep that mindset and we're gonna talk about these ARs. So the first AR, you already know, is the STG. Now with the STG, these are the attachments that I'm gonna rock with because I'm thinking about AR. I'm thinking about the AR that I want to work for me in Warzone Pacific. Now the reason why I put the Mercury silencer for sound suppression and recoil control, like I said, that's gonna be like the version of a mono suppressor that they're gonna put into the game. And then you got the Krasnik 620mm precision barrel for highly accurate, controllable, and headshot damage. Next one, I'm gonna put the G16 2.5 optic for the lens. It's probably the closest thing you're gonna get for a 3x scope or like a VOK scope that you're gonna want for Warzone Pacific. I'm gonna go VDD 27 precision stock for horizontal recoil control and aim down sight speed. You can put the Vital for increased area for critical hits. Get the fully loaded. I'll put the stipple grip tape for recoil control and initial accuracy and recoil. Now, like I said, these stats might not be completely accurate until we go into Warzone Pacific, but it does give you an idea of what to expect. Then you got I'm gonna put the 45 round mag. You could go the 30 round mag. Course, increases the damage and bullet penetration and bullet velocity, but until we see like the stats and like what the bullets can do for you in Warzone Pacific, I'll just put the 45 round mag for that. I said it's not a big deal right now until we go into Warzone Pacific. Then I'll put the M1930 strife angled for the underbarrel for accuracy, aim and stability, and this is going to be the first gun, and however way they want to build it, but for me, for a long range weapon, this is how I'm going to build my STG. And you already know a lot of people are going to run with this gun the minute Warzone Pacific drops. After that, we're gonna go right into AR number 2, and it's one of my favorite ARs, is the automation. The automation, it give me like the Kilo vibes. It's like it has like the Kilo vibes with the fire rate of an M13, if you guys could picture that. So with this gun, again, Mercury silencer is gonna give you that sound suppression that you need on the map. You got the Anastasia sniper barrel that's going to give me the bullet velocity and range and accuracy, because I'm going to use this bad boy for range. Then I'm going to put the G16 2.5. Again, this is another version of a VOK sight. The Anastasia padded for the stock for accuracy and recoil control and flinch resistance. Put the sleight of hand because it does have the bigger mag out of all the ARs. It has a 75 round mag. Get the fully loaded. You got the stipple grip for the recovery, for recoil recovery, initial accuracy and recoil. Like I said, I got the 75 round mag. Again, we don't know the stats yet. We don't know how it's going to feel when it comes to the movement, but I am going to put that 75 round mag because, you know, 25, maybe 45 and 50 will be good, but we don't know the stats yet. But 75 felt really good in multiplayer, at least. Then you can put the lengthen for the ammo type, and then you're going to put the mark for the underbarrel for the aim down sight speed. So this is my number 2 AR for sure. It's one of my favorite ones in multiplayer, and I cannot wait to use that gun for Warzone Pacific. Number 3, and like I said, when you get down to the lower guns of ARs, people are gonna have different top 5, top 3s, or top 4s in their guns. But mine was the Volks. The Volks, for some reason, felt really good in multiplayer. The speed, the movement felt really good. It kind of gave me like the FFAR vibes on how fast you can move around with, or like the XM4. That's what it reminded me of. So I'm gonna put the Mercury silencer for sound suppression. I'm gonna go VDD 287mm for the barrel for aim down sight speed, aiming, walking, movement speed, and sprint to fire speed. Then you got the 2.5 times scope. You got the Krasnik S12VPS stock for recoil control, accuracy, flinch resistance, and recoil recovery. Then you got the Perfectionist for more recoil control, fully loaded, stipple grip for recoil recovery and initial accuracy and recoil. I got the 60-round drum. Like I said, we don't know the stats yet. If the stats show that 45-round mags are better, or they add more bullets into these mags in Warzone Pacific, we'll change it, but we'll put the 60-round mag. You can't feel any difference at all when it comes to movement. You're still moving pretty damn quick with this gun. Then you got the lengthened ammo type, and again you got the marked skeletal underbarrel for the aim down sight speed. And this is my third option for AR to have leveled up for Warzone Pacific. Now the next AR I'm going to give you guys is a wild card for me, because it hits like a truck, but man, the fire rate's horrible. It reminds me of the Odin. Now the Odin had its moments where it takes over, but you gotta hit those shots, and that is the bar AR. That is the bar AR that could be like the Odin, could be even better than the Odin, could even be OP or even one of the metas because of the damage, but the fire rate might hurt you. So we're gonna put these attachments on it. The Mercury silencer. We're gonna put the Cooper 21 scythe barrel for bullet velocity, damage range, and aim down sight speed. You got to increase that aim down sight speed because, you know, the fire rate's so slow. You got to increase it at least a little bit. Then you got the G16, again a 2.5 optic. You got the pistol grip custom for horizontal recoil and aim down sight speed. It does got some balance on it. It does have some decent recoil, so you got to put these attachments to give you a little bit more common recoil that you can handle. Then you got the sliding hand, so you can reload because the mags are very small in this gun. Fully loaded. You got the fabric grip for increasing more your aim down sight speed, your sprint to fire speed, and your hip fire recovery that you're gonna need. But you know, hip fire is not that big of a deal. It's more my ADS speed than anything. Then the mags, as you can see, is 12, 20, 20, and 30. Of course, the 30 gives you the bullet velocity range, damage, bullet penetration, and magazine, of course, ammo capacity, because it gives you a little bit more ammo. But as you can see, it's just like the Odin. It hardly gives you any ammo because it does hit like a truck. You just gotta hit those shots. Then you got lengthen for your bullet velocity. Then I got the M3 ready grip for the aim down sight speed that I want to increase on this AR. All right, so let's go over the perks. Now these perks might help you more in multiplayer, but this is the way I will have it set up if this is the option they give us in Warzone Pacific. But I think there will be some changes for sure. I will of course run with Ghosts. I'll put the piercing vision just so you can shoot people through walls, or the high alert, because it's gonna be a lot of jungle environment and it's gonna be a lot of hiding in bushes. That'll be the perfect route for you to go when it makes, you know, to make sure you don't get shot from behind, especially with the higher TTK, with the fast TTK in Warzone Pacific or Warzone in general. You're gonna die pretty quick. So a high alert does come to play. Now put the lightweight, or if we could keep the Ghost in slot 1, of course we're gonna go overkill to have the SMG, or go SMG and sniper, stuff like that. So if we can have overkill and Ghost as a perk 1, that'll be insane. But I seriously believe they're gonna change that when it comes to Warzone Pacific. Then I go grenade or thermite for me, and then I go stim, you know, get that little extra shot when I want to regain and go right back into the fight. All right, Royal Family, there is my top 3 ARs that I recommend for you to level up as fast as you can. And I gave you that bar AR as well, because it's going to be a wild card. We don't know how it's going to be, but I feel like it's going to be pretty OP with that headshot damage multiplier that it has. But level them up as fast as you can. Like I said, guys, if any of this helped you out at all, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, hit that bell to be part of the Noti Gang of the Royal Family. And we are bringing more and more Warzone Pacific content your way. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure you guys are ready. I'm gonna make sure I'm ready so we can kick some butt into Warzone Pacific. All right, you guys take care. Much love. Peace out.